Hi water signs, welcome to Foolish Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today. This month I am doing things slightly different. I am combining the elements together into group readings. For instance, today is the water sign, so this will contain information and information for Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So sometimes the element energy, for me, it's easier to keep them together and then to go into readings within that energy altogether, if that makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't work out like that, but I feel compelled to do it this month to see how it goes as a little experiment, really. So here, the overall energy for the water signs is the Empress in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And this card is for Pisces, this card is for Cancer, and this card is for Scorpio. Okay, so we'll go through and get a little bit of info on the overall energy, and then we'll get some more information for the individual reads as well. Thanks for your likes, shares and subscribes. All that good stuff really helps build the channel and gets the messages out there. Okie doke, so let's crack on with the reading. So the overall energy is before I started, when I was getting into the energy, there was a contractual thing, a message about contract, and I think this could be a some sort of karmic contract energy coming up, resurfacing for the water signs. Okay, and they can come in all shapes and forms. Of course, you can have personal relationships, you can have work karmic situations recurring for you. It can come in any form, like I say, and that seems to be what's coming up for in August for the water signs. So we're going from July into August, and I feel like there is a need for, I guess, I don't want to say direct, addressing something directly. Okay, so the Empress is the card of it's a card of Libra and also Taurus as well. With it being in reverse, it's like not being able to, not trusting the cycle, especially with this, with the Wheel of Fortune being an actual wheel, and this, how the cycles go around. The Empress is the mother of, I guess, the mother of the seasons, and the seasons can be read in terms of the actual seasons, the seasons of life, so stages of your life, and just the cycles, basically. If there's a cycle that has not been allowed to be completed, or it needs to be readdressed. Okay, again, like I said, with the karmic situation, the Empress, she is one with the, she's a bit like the magician, really. She lives half her life up and half her life down, so she just goes wherever the energy takes her. So she's very in tune with the flow of life. And I feel like you've resisted something, an opportunity. There could have been an opportunity that's certainly been missed, and it has been resented in some way, shape or form, or it's manifesting in you as resentment. And then when that happens, things come up and they are, they need to be addressed. So you could be bringing that out in yourself. You could see that you've attracted a situation or something's coming to you in your life that has happened before, and this is life's way of giving you an opportunity to go at it again, really, to something that wants to come into fruition with you. Okay, so let's with Pisces. It's like you haven't, you might not have understood something. You might not have understood or been able to go at something mentally, or go at something mentally, to approach something from a mental standpoint. There could have been details that weren't clear to you at the time, and so when the details have been revealed, it's sort of, you feel like the moment, it feels like a missed opportunity through you not being able to fully, like I say, think it through or approach it from a mental perspective, or from a mental point. The same vantage point for some reason, but I'll get more on that. It's like you've seen, after the situation has passed, you've seen where the opportune moment might have been, but you couldn't see it at the time. I don't know why. We'll get more on that. For Cancer, there is this again. The resentment is, so again, it's you might be getting into the state, to the point where you feel like you want to deal with resentment issues, or you've dealt with it, and now you've dealt with feelings or emotions about this, either this situation or the things that were holding you back from completing this cycle. Okay, and again, we'll get more on that. And Scorpio, this is giving me heavy Taurus energy, which is your opposite sign, and with it being here, Taurus being in the Empress card as well. Yeah, I feel like you are slowly, you are, again, there is this understanding, you know, that it was something that's going to come back around, and I feel like you knew this. You were just gathering resources. You've got money on the mind, or you've got certainly stability on the mind, and how you've again, it's given me in this position as well, in the last reading, it's like, you know, you've learned, and you are really seriously going to give it another go. You're going to give something another go. Okay, let's get more information on this overall energy for the water signs. Okay, so the fundamentals. Okay, the fundamentals. Hanged Man, and this. Yes, so Pisces, that's your card. You just weren't seeing things in the way that you needed to. Cancer is offloading those energies. Nice. And Scorpio, you've definitely learned not to avoid something. You're not avoiding something. You see it. You grasp it now practically. Okay? So with the Queen of Pentacles coming in there, this can be not having the resources, or feeling you didn't have the resources to nurture. It's like an opportunity, and it's coming up again. It's resurfacing. It's resurfacing. It does feel mostly like okay, so in the last reading as well, the clarifying card, one of the clarifying cards was the King of Pentacles as well. So I think in August it's going to be all about, yeah, again, the Taurus. This is all about getting stability in this month. Maybe that's, I think that's a general energy, might be across the board really for all the signs. Getting stability. Where have we not been able to meet those needs in the past? Hierophant and the Empress coming together. That is, it's like, it is organization. It's going to present itself in a way that probably feels similar to the way, if this is resonating with you, the situation might present itself in a way that's quite similar to how it's been, and that might put you into a state of, oh shit. But we have to understand that we do have it didn't work out because we didn't have there's a lot of things that come into play. It can be resources, it can be the understanding. So for Pisces, it certainly seems to be the understanding. There could have been details that have been kept, or you just weren't seeing it from your usual perspective, or from a perspective that was true to you. Okay, Piscean energy. Cancer, definitely the need to offload this. Again, it's not being able to follow through with stuff because of holding on to resentment, responsibilities, feeling responsible, not seeking what you need to, not seeking out what you need to. The need to offload this energy, or like enough's enough. The fives, the 10, that's a lesson right there. That's a lesson right there. The Scorpio, I feel like you do have it. You won't be avoiding it this time round. If it was something you avoided because you didn't feel prepared, or you didn't feel you had the resources, I feel like this is an energy that's building up for you, Scorpio. So you might have been approaching and not have even changed how you approach it, but you kept mentally strong, and you haven't you've just known that it's going to come back around. I feel like you had that, I know this is coming back around energy there. Let's get a card for the overall energy, please. Oops, the Magician. Yeah, so the Magician with that Empress, I was feeling that it's like the as above, as below. It's been a thing about not trusting you've had the right resources, or not feeling capable in some sense. Yeah. Pisces, got to get back to that. Oh, the Empress in reverse. Getting back to that that intuitive state. Okay. So yeah, with the Magician card coming through to clarify all that, it's like the Magician gets so far being a show, like there's a show to it. It's not all about being magical and actually knowing magic, although the magic definitely does exist to an extent. There's a sort of element of trickery in it, the trickster. There's there's a performance element to it, and that it's as though you couldn't fake it. You couldn't fake it till you made it. You didn't have that in you. There's just a sense of very just feeling unprepared. Okay, unprepared. Clarifying the Pisces. This not, you didn't feel you had a mental grasp of it. For some reason, it will have felt, yeah, more in the mental realms, more in the mental sort of realm, and that is they want you to go back to your gut feeling. Yeah, feeling it out with your gut. Okay. For Cancer, the Empress again, it's the ability to, it's like the pomegranate as well is coming out very strongly. So I'm getting the pomegranate represents Persephone. So it's just this going through I think through the shadow side, or through the darker, deeper time, and not feeling prepared. So the Empress is wanting you to really engage in activities that try that, accepting that side of yourself, okay, taking the light with the dark. And again, that actually feels relevant to Pisces as well. The light, the dark and the light, the shadow side, and the I guess the pure side of us combined together, that makes us the whole. There is the need to embrace this that side of you that does want to nurture a lot and take on other people's stuff when you need to put yourself first. But that's part of your nature. In the same time, it's just having, again, those boundaries in that area of your life, so you can go after what's calling to you, what really just called to you. Okay, integrating the shadow side there. Scorpio, this is feels a little bit paradoxical, really. It's like you are, I just feel like you're fully willing to work through when you've worked through this. Your crux has been, I don't know, it's like a blind spot here. It was a bit of a blind spot, but you've still been extremely diligent in working towards it. Slowly working towards it. And I feel, yeah, it's like you don't feel too concerned with you don't feel too concerned about strategizing it, about thinking it through to the point where it's, out thinking yourself out of something. You just seem to be slowly, practically, really, I don't know, it feels quite tough, actually. You feel so tough, Scorpio, going towards that. It's like, you're like, I don't have any bright ideas about it. I don't really know. I just know I'm not going to be, I'm not going to think myself or talk myself out of this again. Maybe that's what you've done in the past. You might have talked yourself out of it. But saying that, I do feel like this is energy that's been building up for a long time, and just like you're trying to strike in while the iron's hot, and it maybe wasn't hot enough then. Okay. Can I have an earth magic card, please, for the water signs for this situation, this energy? The shaman. Okay. Ancient healing wisdom. It's a good card to get. One, two, five. All illnesses, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, stem from illness of spirit. It may be due to the soul loss, psychic intrusions, ancestral karma, or any other spiritual cause that could be contributing to the manifest condition for which you seek help. Whatever methodologies or remedies you pursue, whether allopathic, alternative, or a combination, let the healing of your spirit be your priority. You know that the deepest spiritual wound is the illusion of being separate from Source, God, Great Spirit, or whatever name you give the Creator. It is the trick of the mind that creates a sense of separation. This is a time for deep healing, starting with your relationship with Spirit. Call upon your spirit guides and ancestors to help you with any emotional, mental, or physical healing that you need. Call upon the Creator to assist you with mending any rift in your relationship with Spirit. Choose thoughts that support wholeness and well-being. Allow any darker thoughts or shadows to be observed as well, to appear as well, but simply observe them as they arrive in the consciousness and then dissolve. See yourself as healed, whole, complete, and it shall be. Yeah, okay. So that could be what's coming up for you again, this not being able to move through that, or a block, something that's coming up for you again. And that, yeah, it can be an illness, it can be it manifests in different ways for each of you differently. So yeah, that's what I have for the water signs this month. I hope that was of benefit to you and some nuggets of insight there. And yeah, have a good August and see you next month.